The deportation show we are forced to watch every day on every news channel and newspaper subheadline is an issue that everyone with an opinion is forced to weigh in on. Up until the presidential election of 2024, it was not an issue that would reach as much of a fever pitch as it has now become. And unless someone or something can come up with proof that the current resident at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue in D.C. is a fraud, here's what we have. If persons who are currently in the United States did not apply, do the paperwork, or apply online and retain that paperwork in the form of a passport or legal ID that says they applied and were approved to cross the U.S. border and visit or work here, they are subject to arrest and, yes, deportation. The issue of whether they are entitled to a hearing before said deportation is legally true under U.S. law. But once the majority of voters in this country elected a president and a Congress that was more concerned with getting rid of those who would replace us than recognizing any rights they may have been given under U.S. law, that portion of the arrest process under ICE is entirely hung up in the legal quagmire of when you can get a hearing before a judge and how long your appeals will go on and on. It's simple. Whether you came from here from Haiti, Brazil, Venezuela, the Congo, Mexico, China, or Cuba, if you didn't apply and receive a reply, you are here illegally and can expect to be picked up at any moment, especially if someone rats you out, disappeared, and taken somewhere. When I go to Haiti, Mexico, France, Britain, Germany, Italy, the Congo, I've got to have applied for my passport, get it approved, and keep my ID on me at all times that I'm in those countries. When I went to Japan, South Korea, the Philippines, Mexico, and even Iceland, I was there to work mostly and play some of the time, but I always had my ID and had approval before I entered those countries. The basic part of what's happening, the rest part, is perfectly legal. The rather detestable part of what's happening, the disappearing and deportation without a hearing, is a direct result of the election of the resident at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue and the majority of his congressional associates in D.C. from states like Texas and Florida. This is what will be happening for the next 3.5 years and beyond unless a change is made at the top. I'm Fred Matthews, and that's to my way of thinking.